Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to the final part of my Doctor Who Series 1 rewatch. Warning before we start, there's a lot of tears. There's a lot of tears. Nothing in Doctor Who ever makes me cry more than Bad Wolf and the Parting of the Ways. So that's your warning there. There's going to be a lot of crying, a lot of sniffling, but it's kind of hilarious how emotional I get at the same time. So just let's jump right in and just enjoy my upset, I suppose. So, sorry I'm a couple of days late, but life gets in the way, you know, so let's just jump straight into it.
So I sat down about an hour ago to start this rewatch of Bad Wolf and the Parting of the Ways, and then I had to get into a discussion with someone about Rose and Mickey's relationship, and I tried to make a video clearing it up and it turned into a mess. So I'm hoping I have enough time because my mum is away and I would rather do this whenever she's not in the house, because Bad Wolf and the Parting of the Ways is very emotional for me and I'll be a mess and she'll probably come in thinking that somebody's died or something. So hopefully I'll be able to get this reaction and rewatch done before she comes home. I distinctly remember my mum straightening up when this started, and you could hear the Big Brother theme because she watched Big Brother like religiously back in the day whenever it was good. And even as a kid, I knew about it because she watched it so much. I just remember my mum straightening up like, oh my god, it's Big Brother? Why is Big Brother in this? And Linda with a Y. Queen. Should have been a companion. Deserved better. Linda with a Y. Or is it Linda with an I? I always get mixed up. Sure, we'll find out.
On channel 44,000, please do not swear.
You have got to be.
Like, if you watched Big Brother, like when it was on, I don't know if the American version did the please don't swear or anything like that, but like this was like so like iconic and so accurate as well to what Big Brother was like. It's the same with The Weakest Link. It's so accurate to what the programs were actually like. Bad Wolf. Let's get into it. Let's go. I don't know whether I should hate this man or not, because what he does is wrong and he's an asshole. But he's trying to survive. As far as he's aware, he's trying to survive. Yeah, he's focused on the money. But from what it sounds like, back on Earth, everything is fucked. So maybe he's trying to get the money because he needs it. And yeah, he's a bad guy. I'm not saying what he does is good. But it's hard to kind of not try to understand like why he acted the way he did and what he did. If that makes sense. Big ups to Anne Robinson, Davina McCall, and Trinny and Susanna for actually doing their voices for Doctor Who. Like, this was before Doctor Who was good. I mean, not before Doctor Who was good, I mean before Doctor Who was popular. Before they knew it was going to be a hit. And they still did it. They were just like, yeah, I'm up for that, I'll do it. The android. To the weakest link. Dun, 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 dun. Have you ever watched the Doctor Who? The Doctor Who Weakest Link? That was iconic as well. Camille Couture ended up winning it. As a kid, I had no idea who these two were supposed to be. I knew The Weakest Link from watching it at my granny's house after school, and I knew Big Brother because my mum always watched it. This is Trinny and Susanna, and it's supposed to be a parody of their show What Not to Wear. And this didn't even occur to me until I started watching a YouTuber called Luxaria, who did reaction videos, and I was just like, oh my god, those are the two androids from Bad Wolf. I'm just gonna say, the outfits that Trinny and Susanna used to make people wear on their programme were horrendous. It wasn't even like a sign of the times, they were just horrendous.
Sweet.
Oh, is that right? Is that what I am? No one's ever told me that before.
Justice for Linda.
Yeah.
What a shot. What a shot that is. I never paid attention really as a kid. All I ever really saw this as was a Dalek story. I'm trying to say Daleks, I always say Dalek by accident. And I never noticed that it was the girl who's hooked up that actually got the Doctor and everyone into the games, because I never listened. I just kind of went, oh, Daleks, you know, kind of like, you know, not really listening. But I always think it's listening but not listening. Like, you're hearing it but you're not really consuming it. Elaine the Pain. If you know, you know.
No, Torchwood.
Torchwood in it already. Why is she laughing? I never understood why she starts laughing. Like, even if people's lives weren't at stake, this is still an asshole-ish way to behave with people, like, getting things wrong. But Torchwood, yeah, I forgot Torchwood comes in this early. What is it that they think that she knows that has her laughing? I don't understand.
Tweak of President Schwarzenegger.
Do you hear that, guys? Schwarzenegger is going to be president in the future.
Travel about a bit of a
This is the best part of the week of Slink. Anne Robinson just ripping people to hell.
Have you got a job?
Well, not really, no.
Then you are unemployed, and yet you've still got enough money to buy peroxide.
Like, you think this is too much. This is the kind of way Anne Robinson was, and you kind of live for it. Like, you go onto the show knowing that that's what you're gonna get from her. This is very, like, the kind of thing that, like, the Hunger Games kind of tried to predict, you know, like, people dying on reality TV. I actually never considered it like that before, but it's kind of similar. She gets her butt saved here. I'm not going to show him get disintegrated because I don't know if that counts as showing someone die in TikTok's stupid algorithm. That coincidentally basically saved Rose's life. They all have these little things tied to their back. I wonder if that's supposed to be like a task that they did or something that they're supposed to have tied to them. Or maybe it's their microphones, I'm not sure, but I just noticed that they all have them except the doctor because he just showed up. Can you imagine having to do this? Like, in the week of Slink, you get shot on the spot, but you have to walk into this little room where you know that you're about to get friggin' zapped. And their fate is actually worse than being disintegrated. Like, you'd rather be disintegrated than when you find out what actually happens to them.
Just been evicted from life.
That was a dumb line. That was really dumb. The way this show, they were able to portray this relationship between these two. Again, side characters. I love the side characters. They were able to portray this relationship between these two without having to give them a lot of screen time. Like, you know exactly what is going on between them, what the situation is, and you feel sad. Sorry, my dog just jumped on me. You feel sad when they end up dying. It's interesting commentary on what people do to get on TV as well. Even though they don't have a choice, it is kind of referencing the people who do nowadays have a choice and still go for it.
How many? 60?
Why do they need 60? Like, can you imagine choosing, like, which one to watch? That's insane. People in this program, they don't get a choice to live. Like, you would immediately die from anything that they do to you. If you're chosen for Trini and Susanna, you're in trouble. You're just done for. That accessory. He's smart. He's clever. He has a game plan. It would be good if people didn't die.
Who's Bad Wolf?
They're in charge. They run the game station.
Why are they called Bad Wolf?
I don't know.
Fun fact, apparently it's mentioned in some of the extended media that Mickey had a band that he ended up changing to Bad Wolf. Like, the name, they changed it to Bad Wolf, which I always thought was interesting, even though it was never mentioned. This is when, as a kid, you watch this and you're just like, oh my god, how did I miss all of this?
What's it mean?
Like, you feel a bit stupid because you're just like, I never paid attention. I missed all of this. It was you, Rose. It was you. Imagine not being in control. Like, you think that you got everything down, you know what you're doing, this is your job. And then something is overriding it, and, like, things are just going to hell for you. Like, honestly, they watch people die, so they kind of deserve it, but they're also trying to save themselves by having the job, so it's a kind of complex morality issue. I feel like this is the one time I would be a good companion, because I'd come with him. Like, I'd go with him. Go on, Linda! Go on! I love these two interaction. Like, Linda's only in these two episodes, but her interactions with the doctor kind of show that she would have been an excellent companion. But it also shows how everyone can't be a companion, because not everyone, unfortunately, makes it. Like, you can't, like, a big thing that happens like this, not everyone makes it. I used to love Stars in Your Eyes. I used to love watching Stars in Your Eyes. It was great, you know, because people weren't actually being blinded. Oh my god, it reminds me of how BBC iPlayer, it just asks you, do you have your TV license? And you can just click yes or no. Like, it's kind of a flawed system. I'm already predicting that there's gonna be a lot of parts to this. Like, for both the Bad Wolf and Parting in the Ways, there's gonna be a load of parts.
I could come with you.
Yeah. I wish you did, Linda.
Maybe you could.
Get in the way.
I really wish that she got the chance to.
They are no one.
Funny callback to the long game, because that's the exact same thing that the security system said about Rose and the Doctor then too, in the Satellite 5 episode.
Because, no, but that's when it first went wrong. 100 years ago, like you said. All the news channels, they just shut down overnight.
Well, that was me. I did that.
Can you imagine finding out that you were responsible for this?
The whole planet just froze. The government, the economy, they collapsed. That was the start of it.
And the Daleks swooped in.
100 years of hell.
Again, he has a good game plan if people weren't dying.
You think I don't know that?
Ugh, stress.
There you go.
Every time I watch this, every time they're so close, it feels like they're gonna get her and I get stressed out.
Oh my god, she's with the android. You can't get her out of there.
I don't understand how the android's any worse than anything else. I feel like the Compost or the Trini and Susanna is a lot worse than the weakest thing. Like, they're all bad. She's at risk of being killed in all of them, but the android doesn't seem like the worst that you could be getting. Oh, the stress! Hats! Hats! Oh! Oh, the stress! Pola Ventura. It's Pola Ventura. Oh.
The correct answer is Pola Ventura.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I don't like him. Never mind anything I said, I don't like him. Oh! Oh god! I feel the stress every time I feel the stress. Oh my god, they're so close. They're so close. Oh, I'm pulling my hair. Oh god, I'm pulling my... And I'm on the verge of tears. Oh shit. Shit. Oh. Oh. Crap. Every time. Every goddamn time. Oh. Shit. His face. Oh, every time. Every goddamn time. His face. This is not the first time the Doctor's had mouth shots. I am placing my money on it. Without trial, great, that's great. You may not appeal, great, great, great government right there. These guys are shitting themselves, and they should be. They should be. She's just like completely just like, I'm not listening, blah blah blah.
Don't shoot. Oh, don't be so thick. Captain, we've got more guards on the way up. But I've got your gun. Okay, so shoot me, why? Jeez, can I put this down? If you want, just hurry up. Sorry, when she was 5 years old. That's the only life she's ever known.
Something else. There's something else. That's fucked up. That's messed up. That's terrible. I can't even, like, what?
6 is out of bounds.
Do I look like an out-of-bounds sort of guy?
Oh. Do you think the Doctor would go back and tell Jackie? If something happened, Rose, do you think he would go and tell Jackie? Because he knows her fears about Rose never coming back. I don't know, really. Maybe.
All I can see is numbers. But I saw you.
What do you want?
Solar flares hiding me. They can't hear me.
The shivers.
Listen, but they can't hear me now.
I always thought she was bad because she called the Daleks her masters, but she's not. She's on their side. But when I was little, I thought that the way she continues to call them her masters, I thought that meant that she was, like, when you find out it's the Daleks, I thought that meant that she was a bad guy.
My friend died inside your games.
Doesn't matter.
Don't you dare tell me that.
They've been hiding. My master's hiding in the dark space.
Ugh.
Watching and shaping the earth. So many years.
When you know what it is and how many of them there is, it's bone chilling.
Wait. And plan. My masters, they fear the doctor.
Tell me, who are they?
They do fear the Doctor. Like that line in My Masters, they fear the Doctor. You almost immediately know, even though there's loads of aliens that are scared of him. It's something about like My Masters, they fear the Doctor that you're just like, yeah, it's the Daleks.
I just want to go home.
Same. I don't even think she'd want to travel with the Doctor anymore, to be honest. Ooh.
Yeah, what's that?
They're lucky that the Daleks are bone dead stupid and that they didn't kill Rose, because even like when the Doctor confronts them and talks to him saying, "Wave your companion," then he's like, "I'm coming," they still could have shot her, but they don't, because they're stupid. Another side character who deserved better. She deserved better. Because she still calls him her master's here, I thought that she was still on their side, and this is when I was a stupid kid who didn't really pay attention. But I thought they were just like, "Nah, bitch, we don't need you," and they kill her, but it's because she gave them the coordinates. Oh, like the reflection, that's so far, it's so scary.
Thanks. Captain Jack Harkness, by the way. I'm Davish Pavel. Nice to meet you, Davish Pavel.
There's a time and a place.
So important! I will bring it up every single time. So important to my development to see that thing treated as the normal human interactions an LGBT person would have. Just seeing it references a normal thing that it is. So important to my development growing up. Oh, the Dalek music's kicking in. Oh. You can just like hear it like creeping in the background. And there it is. How many of them there is. And when you think back to the amount of destruction the one Dalek did. Oh my god.
I know those ships. They were destroyed.
They said they survived.
Oh.
200 ships. More than 2,000.
Oh my god, 2,000.
That's just about 500,000.
And that's probably the wee small ones. Imagine the big massive one.
Daleks.
Oh, oh my god. I've got a belly ache, like, from.
That's nice. Hello.
Like, that's funny, but like, I'm stressed.
Oh, really? Why?
You will not intervene. Like, they're so stupid. I doubt that, because they don't do that.
No. I said no.
It means no.
It's no.
No.
No. Because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rescue her. I'm gonna save Rose Tyler from the middle of the Dalek fleet. And then I'm gonna save the Earth. And then, just to finish off, I'm gonna wipe every last stinking Dalek out of the sky. Yeah. And doesn't that scare you to death? Rose?
Yes, Doctor?
I'm coming to get you.
I just had to record that whole thing because that's just such a powerful speech. But like, if they were smart, this is when they would kill her. I'm not saying I want them to, but if they were smart, like, it would literally take a second. Oh my god, look at them all. Oh. This, oh. I'm just gonna warn before we start parting of the ways. I don't know, I know I've said this for a lot of them, but I don't know how I'm gonna be reacting here. The Parting of the Ways is one of my favourite episodes ever. It's my favourite finale out of all the ones that have ever happened. And I get emotional. I mean, I've already gotten emotional. You have seen me get emotional, but I don't know what brand of emotional I'm gonna get here, and I don't know how many parts this is gonna be. It's probably gonna be a lot of them. But, because there's so much that I love from Parting of the Ways in particular, and it's gonna be an emotional ride. So I'm just warning yous now, so yous can't say that I didn't warn yous. There's gonna be tears, okay? There's gonna be tears. The Parting of the Ways. Let's go.
And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
You gotta admire her talking back, because you know what? Why not? Because you don't know if they're gonna shoot you in 5 minutes or not, so you might as well just talk back. Like I mentioned in Boomtown, I love that the extrapolator came back into, like they actually use it. I don't know, I just love how you saw him fading in there.
It's the haven't seen you in years.
I told you to come and get Walt's power supply. That's just a piece of junk.
At least they explained why they can't use the gun again.
Out of time and space.
I went off to fight a bigger war. Time war.
I thought that That was just a legend.
I was there. The war between the Daleks and the Time Lords, with the whole of creation at stake. My people were destroyed, but they took the Daleks with them. I almost thought it was worth it. Now it turns out they died for nothing.
Oh, I feel so bad for him. And when you find out how there's so many Daleks, like as a kid, I just thought that the Daleks had just survived somehow, but when you find out that they were actually turning the humans into Daleks, it's fucked up.
Of the Dalek homeworld, the oncoming storm. You might have removed all your emotions, but I reckon right down deep in your DNA there's one little spark left. And that's fear.
Definitely. Most definitely, for sure. Oh, there he is. I mean, as a kid, I was expecting Davros, but this is just as, oh my god. They're so stupid. I mean, I know they're supposed to be like a hive mind or whatever, but they're so stupid. I love how they back off, because there's definitely fear there. There's definitely fear. Oh, it's so messed up. Oh, it's so messed up. You see, watching this for the first time and hearing this, when you're actually paying attention, it's disgusting and messed up. No, it hasn't.
Since when did the Daleks have a concept of blasphemy?
Oh. I think this has kind of sort of been explored in a Classic Who episode, Revelation of the Daleks, I think it is. It's a 6th Doctor 2-parter about humans being turned into Daleks, but obviously, like, not to this. I can't tell you all the details because I can't remember, but it's messed up. It's really bad. Like, I didn't think about it as a kid. I just thought they were Daleks, like, loads of Daleks, and then when you find out, like, this, oh my god, it's so dark. This moment here, it's when you know, you're like, oh no, he doesn't know what he's gonna do. Like, not in a, oh fun, he doesn't have a plan way, in a, oh no, he doesn't know. He doesn't know how he's gonna get out of this.
I tried to warn them, but all they did was suspend our license because we stopped the programs.
Like, what the hell? Earth, come on!
She wouldn't go.
Oh, come on, Rose, you're better than this. I know you're better than this. Roderick, shut up. No one cares about your money. Come on, Rose, you're better than this. To be fair, she did have her mouth open to speak, and sometimes when someone speaks when you're about to, you get a bit, you know.
Rose, you can help me. I need all these wires stripped in bare.
Oh. Big ups to every single human who volunteers to try and defend this station. Just Rose in the middle. Like, It's not goodbye. It's not. Not for, you won't see each other for a while, but, you know. Remember I was saying about things being integral to my growing up LGBT and not knowing it? There it is. So important to me growing up.
Isn't he?
Oh. It's like that thing where everyone has, there's that one person who has everything together, always has a plan, and then when you realise they don't know, you're like, oh no.
Any more volunteers?
Big ups to everyone who volunteered here, because they didn't have to, and the Daleks are supposed to be like a myth. So, like, imagine someone saying, oh yeah, the BFG is coming to attack. Like, would you volunteer? Would you believe them?
Daleks? They disappeared!
Oh, we don't like you, Roderick, anyway, so be quiet. Yeah, she needs redeeming because she was on the set of The Weakest Link.
Not down, but but that's not a promise. So here's a few words of advice.
Be quiet.
Keep quiet.
Oh,
If you hear
bone chilling.
dying,
Sorry, my allergies are bothering
tell
me.
me that the Daleks aren't real.
The TARDIS could do. It could take us away. We could leave. Let history take its course. We go to Marbella in 1989.
Yeah, but you'd never do that.
No, but you could ask. Never even occurred to you, did it?
But I'm just too good.
Like, I don't hate Rose, because it didn't cross her mind to ask that, and that shows the kind of person that she is. Rose is a good character. Like, I think people think that I hate her, and I really don't. There's just certain parts of her behaviour that I don't agree with, but she's a good character, she's a good person.
How bad is it?
The Doctor's acting here. Like, this is for her.
We can do it. If I use the TARDIS to cross...
Like, him doing this, like, even him saying that, like, you know it sounds wrong, but he does it for her. And he just immediately... This music, it's called Hologram, and I cry every time I hear it. Murray Gold, I would totally recommend just listening to the soundtrack, just... Like the music's just... It complements everything that's happening so well.
Any second, we no chance of escape. No. And that's okay. Hope it's a good death. But I promise to look after you, and that's what I'm doing. The TARDIS...
Like, he must have put this in place for her, because he says her name and everything, you know? I could never. Could you imagine living your life and just... Like, I'd have to move away. I'd have to go somewhere else, a different country or something, because there's no way I could just ignore it on the corner of the street.
Do one thing. That's all. One thing. Have a good life. Do that for me, Rose.
Oh, I can't. Oh, it's too much. It hasn't even gotten to the really sad parts yet. Everything just looks so normal and washed out. I mean, I know that's the point, but... After everything, Mickey still comes running. Like... I don't deny that the pair of them, him and Rose, do care about each other. I just think their relationship was a mess on both parts. But they still care.
Must kill every living thing in its path, with no distinction between human and Dalek. All things will die. Doctor, the range of this transmitter covers the entire Earth.
My God.
Destroy Daleks and humans together. In some shape or form, but you're the only Daleks in existence. The whole universe is in danger if I let you live.
Such a moral dilemma. Oh my God, my head hurts. It's like those train track dilemmas that they give you.
Exterminate you. Never doubted him. Never will.
Period.
You tell me, God of all Daleks. There's one thing I never worked out. The words Bad Wolf spread across time and space everywhere, drawing me in. How'd you manage that? This is the truth of God.
Like, your stomach just drops. It's like, what is it then?
God knows I have hated that man, but right now I love him. And do you know why? He did the right thing. He sent you back to me.
Jackie is the best mum. Queen behaviour.
It was a better life. I don't mean all the travelling and seeing aliens and spaceships and things. That don't matter. The doctor showed me a better way of living your life. You know he showed you too. That you don't just give up. You don't just let things happen. You make a stand. You say no. You have the guts to do what's right when everyone else just runs away, and
That's Doctor Who in a nutshell. She just summed it up. Oh, Linda. Poor Linda. Oof.
Nothing. Okay, if that's what you think.
This is his reaction to them breaking up, and he's still willing to help. Say what you will about Mickey and Rose's relationship. He was willing to help her here. He accepted she wanted to be with the Doctor, and he's helping her. So it's a mess. It's very complicated, and it's a mess. Because they both evidently care about each other and what each other wants. It's a very messy. I think it was very messily written.
495 should be good. I like 495.
Me too.
Identify yourself. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
You are the weakest link.
Oh well, it's nice while it lasted.
Why are they doing that? They're going down.
Of course they were gonna go down. Of course they were gonna go down. Like, all of these people die. Like, I remember I thought Rose brings them all to life, not just Jack, but she doesn't. It's just Jack. All of these people, they just die.
well, he's not here, is he? And even if he was, he'd say the same.
No, he wouldn't. He'd tell me to try anything. If I could save the Doctor's life, try anything.
Well, we're never gonna know.
Well, I know. Because I met him. I'm in bed.
It's so ridiculous.
Doctor took me back in time and I met Dad.
Don't say that.
Remember when Dad died?
There was someone with him. A girl, a blonde girl. She held his hand. You saw her from a distance, Mum. You saw her. Think about it. That was me. You saw me.
Stop it.
That's how good the Doctor
Stop it. Just stop it.
Oh, this is so hard. Poor Jackie.
It's December.
I also forget a lot that they kill people on Earth as well. Like, it's not just the people on the game station, it's the Earth as well.
I'm only here because of you. I joined the program because you were on it.
This is all over. If we're still alive, maybe we can go for a drink.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, what's up?
You ship them even though you barely know them. That's how good the writing was.
I'm not having that. I'm not having you just give up now. No, wait.
Like, come on, like,
We just need something.
both Rose and Mickey did things that are wrong, but they're both,
Something like that.
they both also care, and he didn't give up on her wanting to see the Doctor, and Queen Jackie with her friggin' truck, Queen Jackie driving a big massive friggin' rescue truck.
Why? But you were right about your dad, sweetheart. He was full of mad ideas, and it's exactly what he would have done. Now get on with it before I change my mind.
Fucking love Jackie. Linda, no. I think my dad had a remote control Dalek, and I think it was the one that had that attachment to it. You used to be able to set it up as an alarm that when someone walked in through the door, it would start screaming at you. Never mind that you probably wouldn't hear her voice because there's no... I don't think sound travels in space, but still. Poor Linda. I'm gonna be in bits when she starts looking into the TARDIS and goes back, so just forewarning that. Not that I haven't been in bits before, but, you know. You know, a part of me thinks the TARDIS wanted this too. Like, Like, there's no way you can convince me that the TARDIS didn't want to go back too. And then they don't see her until Christmas. They probably thought she was dead. Don't worry, Jack, not for long. Not for long. Oh, fuck you.
Coward. Any day.
And that's why I love 9. That's why I love Christopher Eccleston's Doctor. Like this is, he's so full of himself. The Emperor is so full of himself. I hate it. Like, he talks, like, he just, oh. Rose, when she opens the doors here, she looks stunning.
What have you done?
I looked into the TARDIS, and the TARDIS looked into me.
Stay in your lane. That's the ultimate stay in your lane.
I create myself. I scatter them in time and space. A message to leave myself here. I want you safe. My doctor. Protect it from the false god.
Like, the Doctor really underestimates how much he actually means to people and how much he affects people's lives. You're a tiny bitch.
See the whole of time and space. Every single atom of your existence, and I divide them.
Period.
Everything must come to dust.
Bye, bitches. You won't be missed.
The time will end.
Sorry, that subtitle die.
Let go.
How can I let go of it? I've been left.
Annie's back. I don't know how Jack didn't get back to them quicker.
I was gonna kill you and it's my fault.
I can see everything. All that is. All that was. All that ever could be.
That's what I see. All the time. And doesn't it drive you mad? Come here.
He's killing me.
I think you
My
did.
dog's looking at me because she knows I'm upset. She's knocking me about because she knows I'm crying. Hopefully the next part will be the last part, but I'm not making any promises. Before we get to the regeneration part, I remember reading somewhere that Christopher Eccleston said that he didn't really agree with the decision to make make Rose and the Doctor kiss, which I can kind of understand if that's not how he... Sorry, I went off view there. I understand if that's not how he interpreted their relationship, if that it just didn't seem right to him, and I can kind of agree with him in many regards. That I don't really view the Doctor and his companions as that type of relationship. I never have. I've never encountered a companion, including River Song, where I kind of buy that they've fallen in love. I've never bought it. There's never been a companion where I'm just like, yeah, I believe they're in love. Really? But I can see where he was coming from, because the Doctor never kissed before in the classic era, never kissed his companions. So I can kind of understand what he was trying to say, and I've never really bought a Doctor companion love story as of yet, but I really have any doubt that it will ever make me believe any new ones now. No. Poor Jack. Because we know what happened to Jack after this now. Like, the Doctor just leaves him. For, to me, no reason, really. Like, he could have dropped him off somewhere safe. I just don't...
There was a singing.
That's right. I sang a song and the Daleks ran away.
I want to know from people who didn't know Doctor Who before watching the reboot, what was this like? Did you know this was coming? Did you understand the concept of what was about to happen? Or was it just like brand new? Like, was it confusing whenever he turns into David Tennant? I'd really like to know. Like, was this explanation enough, or were you really confused? Stop it. Stop. There's the music again.
Absolutely fantastic. And you know what? So was I.
Yes, you were. And there he is, the man himself. The man himself.
Barcelona.
I'll probably do a video as a wee retrospective on Series 1 at some point after this.
I'm sorry I'm only getting around to posting my Series 1 retrospective now, but a lot happened. Obviously, Bernard Cribbins passed away. I was busy for a while. I wanted to post some of my skits again, and it was my birthday the other day, so I'm only getting around to posting my Series 1 retrospective now, and I apologise for the delay. Series 1 for me was an extremely important series, particularly for the history of NuWho. Without its success, we wouldn't have the show we have now. We wouldn't have had David Tennant, we wouldn't have had Matt Smith, we wouldn't have had Peter Capaldi or even Jodie Whittaker, because if Series 1 hadn't have been successful and hadn't have gotten the viewers in that it did, then there wouldn't have been a show. There wouldn't have been more. And I think a lot of people don't really respect that when they're rewatching NuWho. They just skip Series 1, they skip Christopher Eccleston because they want to get straight to David Tennant, without really respecting the fact that without Christopher Eccleston playing the Doctor so well, and without the audiences taking to him and the show and the writing and to his rapport with Billie Piper, there wouldn't have been a David Tennant to skip to. David Tennant has said so himself many times that if Christopher Eccleston hadn't done the role so well, then he would have just been in the show for like barely a minute for the regeneration scene, because when they filmed that, they didn't know if there was going to be more of the programme. Christopher Eccleston is my favourite NuWho Doctor. His series his series has the most nostalgia for me, probably because it was the first series where I was able to watch it week by week the way my dad did in Tom Baker's era. And there's so much memories connected to it for me. As you've seen during my rewatch, loads of the episodes make me cry, and there will be episodes in Series 1, 2, 3 from then on that make me cry as well. But Series 1 is on a different level for me. The writing was fantastic. Everyone was putting their all into it. Christopher Eccleston, Billie Piper, Russell T Davies, every writer that they had on the show, the effects, everything. They were putting their all into it because they didn't know if this was going to be successful and if this was going to work. And that's why I love Series 1 so much, because they were putting everything into it, and it shows. It's a shame that things ended so badly with Christopher Eccleston and Russell T Davies and whatever else was going on set that made him only recently start going to conventions and stuff. But I do feel like people need to respect the fact that something happened, and unfortunately we only got one series of Christopher Eccleston, but that doesn't mean that we can't enjoy the series that he had. And Series 1 is my favourite. I don't know if I'll continue with the rewatches on to series 2, because I have pissed people off with things that I have said in series 1. Like, I don't worry about pissing people off, but like, let me know if you want to see more. I will be doing more of my comedy skits first, but if you want to see a rewatch of series 2, let me know down below.
So that's it for my series 1 rewatch. What did you think? Would you like me to keep this format up for more of my YouTube videos? Because I have done part of series 2 on my TikTok channel. I've done up to school reunions so far. Kind of hit a motivation issue after school reunion, so I haven't done any since then. I'm hoping to get back into it, but I won't post any of the compilations onto my YouTube channel until I finish series 2, so that I have it all there and then I don't have to pressure myself to have it all done for a certain update time. So if you want to see the series 2 compilation on my YouTube channel, then once I have it all finished on TikTok, whenever that'll be, then I'll start posting it to here in the same kind of way that I did with series 1 with these videos. So that's it. Let me know what you think. Apologies for the tears and the sniffling. That's just part and parcel of how Doctor Who makes me feel, particularly this finale in particular. So what do you guys think of series 1? It is my personal favourite. Or series 1/series 27. I actually added that into my titles because technically it's series 27 if you want to get super technical. So let me know what you think of the videos, the reactions. Let me know what you think of series 1/27 in general yourself. And yeah, just let me know if you want to see more. So like, comment and subscribe. Check out my socials. My book is now Kindle exclusive. It is free on Kindle Unlimited, so if you have that, then why not? It's a free book. Check all that out down below. If you don't want to do that, don't. I don't want you if you don't want to be there. And remember, series 1 is the best. In my humble opinion, series 1/27 is the best.